And item 8, which is a review of the high needs block, element 3, non-statutory top-up funding. And Asha, you're bringing this paper.
Thank you. So the report before you outlines the findings and recommendations from an external review into top-up funding for children and young people with special educational needs and disabilities in Bristol. Recognising pressures within the local systems, the Council plans to reform SEND services by implementing an effective plan. And the aim is to create a sustainable financial future for children, young people and families. The report emphasises the importance of collaboration across health, education, care and finance to devise innovative strategies for service delivery. The Council was awarded £1 million in 2023 from the DfE's Delivering Better Value in SEND programme. The funding was used to review the use of the high needs block top-up funding, and the review recommended redesigning the top-up funding system to improve outcomes and enhance long-term sustainability. The review suggested that our current processes were cumbersome and lacked transparency and therefore needed to be tightened. It also identified a significant opportunity to rethink the use of how high needs funding is used, shifting the focus from primarily discharging statutory duties to investing strategically in early identification, intervention and inclusion. The report also outlines the potential cost of £9 million to continue supporting those currently receiving non-statutory top-up plans and proposes an annual budget of £1 million for both the Targeted Support Fund and outreach services. Overall, the recommendations aim to build a more inclusive school system, leading to better outcomes and long-term sustainability. So the main recommendations within the report include creating a targeted support fund and commissioning 2 school outreach services. The goal is to enhance SEND capability within mainstream schools and improve the quality and consistency of their provision. The recommendations also propose ending the current non-statutory top-up funding arrangements with a transition period to minimise impact. This would provide schools with flexible, time-bound funding for students with emerging needs, allowing for more effective and timely early intervention. Over the next 5 years, the Council will continue to invest in specialist places, early identification, early intervention and support for mainstream schools, and implementation of these recommendations will be developed in partnership with schools, our post-16 providers and families to ensure the needs of children and young people are at the centre of decision-making. This cooperative approach is intended to foster improved relationships with schools and provide shared leadership around effective SEND practice. So in terms of funding, the review has proposed, as I said, an annual budget of £1 million for both the Targeted Support Fund and outreach services, and it's acknowledged that these changes may result in an initial increase in assessment requests, but it's expected that the long-term outcome would be a more inclusive school system, better outcomes for children and financial sustainability. Thank you.
Thank you, Asha. So on this report, we've had no public forum statements or questions, nothing from any councillors. But can I offer it up to any cabinet members before I come back to you, Asha? No? Okay. Okay, thank you very much. So I'll now hand back to you, Asha, to take the decision, which I support. I think I need to finish my bit. It's all right. Which will now be displayed on the screen.
So in terms of the decision to be made today, I approve the recommendations as set out in the report.
Have you got somewhere you need to be? Trying to get us through the agenda quickly. That's all good. Okay, let's move to agenda item 9.